to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole War Chant will be rocking this place. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Seminoles will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Clemson's offense will get the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys. To get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice.
What a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. Touchdown Seminoles. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing.
And he hauls it in at the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Clemson jumps to the line. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And will cruise into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Gonna let it fly. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Here's the handoff. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On the ground, it's Maffa. Ran through the tackle, and he smashes his way through again. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those 1st downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They'll try to add another to their lead. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense...
Can anyone catch it? The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the 1st quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much prep...
Makes the catch down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And Clemson might just be rolling out another dude at quarterback. They've had 3 guys throw for more than 10,000 yards, including the great Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, and it feels like every year you're going, okay, yeah, that guy, he's next. he's next in line to be that dude because they do a good job with their QBs and finding them, recruiting them, and then developing them and really using their skill sets great. That's why Clemson had that stretch of such dominance in college football.
They'll try it over the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
And that is no good. But there is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this one. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Got enough space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this defense continues to bring the heat. First sack of the day, setting the tone in the first quarter. They had 5 last week, ladies and gentlemen. So this defense has been affecting the quarterback and making him feel so uncomfortable.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him, and I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Snatches it on the right. Running through contact. Hit the afterburners, kid. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The Noles trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and this offense, that's what they do. Last week he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the football. This offense has had success in the past giving him the ball.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He got it. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. That was about as exciting a first quarter as you could possibly have. Numbers are impressive as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. We'll get this quarter going with a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik coming after him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Got rid of it just in time. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a good job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Pulls it, fires to the left.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll keep it himself, and you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Smashes it between the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. NC State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Raleigh. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
And the ball is picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Offense set on first down. Looking for room. It's Ncaa. Runs through a tackle. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Pulls it, fired complete. Oh, big juke to get past. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He's going to pass. Got a man. It's Tuafili. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses from Florida State, whether it's Charlie Woodward or Chris Wynn, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
They go to the ground, and they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Unloads to the wideout. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. And that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it behind the line. It's Ncaa. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming with the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air, trying to get to it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it downfield. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, no!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. This passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Takes it the other way. The 20. Touchdown Seminoles. How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
These guys can play offense, too, man. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working. And I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They had the this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to...
Afterburners coming. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for space. It's Tuafili. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Getting some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Kansas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Lawrence. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Clemson will send the punt team out.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping. The defense was ready for that one.
Everybody talks about DBs. They talk about dropping in coverage and not being physical. That DB begs to differ. Great tackle coming up, playing physical like a linebacker.
Wide out in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Benson. territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Noles are rolling down the field. Back to throw. It's Uiagalelei. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
DB's right up on the receivers. Time to take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. He caught it, and he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water balloons, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Grab near the marker. It's Brown. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The offense set for a 1st down play. Quarterback checking off. Motion from the offense. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give out of the gun. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. We've got this third down play to open the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's to a Feely. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. The Seminoles will punt this one away.
And the defense did a really good job playing both plays. Slow playing the pass, coming up playing the run, doing a good job getting them on the ground. Now forcing the 4th down, decision time.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle, it's Ncaa. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
That completion leaves us with 2nd and medium.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll run the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Caught behind the line. It's Ncaa. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They want to just keep throwing it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Running for it on 4th down. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see them back it up on the field.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Clemson is quick to the line. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Ncaa. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. The defense now needs to get the football back and keep that momentum going.
Fast motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. Got enough for the 1st. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On the run, it's Uiagalelei. Got the quick pass. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Tuafili. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 6th play of the drive coming up. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Stands in and takes it. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interceptions.
Let's go. Now we got ourselves a ball game. This one looked like it was almost over in the 2-minute situation. Get a few first downs. Walk out of here with a W. No, sir. Defense forces the turnover. Offense, it's your turn.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Right on target with that last pass. Now it's 2nd and medium. He's looking to throw. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.